We just got back from the Tucson Gem Show, and I wanted to share some tips for planning your trip to the world's largest gem, mineral, and fossil event in the country. The Tucson Gem Show is not just one show. It's like 40 shows. Shows in tents, shows in hotels, convention centers, stores, malls, shows on the side of the road. These shows have jewelry, beads, gemstones, minerals, fossils, and more. Today, we're going to talk about our recent trip to Tucson, how and when to plan your trip, and tips and etiquette for attending as a buyer. Before we get started, comment and tell me if you've been to the Tucson Gem Show before, or if you're wanting to go. Please like this video and hit subscribe if you love gemstones. Regular Jordan, Tucson Jordan. Starting with our recent trip. Honk honk. Driving to Tucson was an adventure all on its own. We saw some beautiful sights and flirted with danger when we started to hit icy roads. We ended up getting stuck behind a few semi-accidents on the interstate, which slowed us down a ton. But eventually, we reached our destination. On our route through New Mexico, we stopped at White Sands National Park, which was amazing. We got into Tucson on January 27th and headed straight to one of my favorite shows, the Pueblo Gem and Mineral Show. We saw a quartz bathtub. A bathtub! Made of quartz! A quartz bathtub! Countless amethyst specimens, and a lot of our favorite vendors like Otteson Turquoise. Pueblo has loose gems, cutting tools, mineral specimens, and even mounted jewelry. If you work in the trade, you'll need to bring your sales tax license to get wholesale pricing from vendors. But even if you don't work in the industry, you can still shop for amazing prices. And for things you wouldn't see anywhere else. We bought a giant mineral specimen for our house, which you can see us unbox in another video. And we ate fry bread tacos, so I mean, what more could you ask for? From there, we hopped on over to Kino for a couple hours, which is also a public show. We met up with friends, saw giant amethyst geodes, a coffee table made of amethysts, rugs for some reason. It was amazing, and a lot of rough material. Pueblo and Kino, in my opinion, are both must-sees because that's where you're gonna see a lot of like the large home decor items that you would never find at Bed Bath & Beyond. We hit up Mineral City and the Rock Yard, which we highly recommend for collectors, designers, and cutters. There are aspects of Mineral City that are surreal. Like the things you see there, I can't explain it. If you study gemstones at all, you will be in awe. We went cross-eyed from looking at all the gemstones. So we went up to Saguaro National Park to see our cactus friends. And as we zipped around town, we ate endless amounts of tacos, fry bread, and salsa. Here is the most important thing you need to know about Tucson's food scene. Listen closely. They have a magical nectar called prickly pear juice. A juice from some kind of cactus. I believe it's called a prickly pear cactus. Anyways, they put it in mixed juices and margaritas. If you see a prickly pear margarita on the menu, get it. Don't ask questions, just get it. So everything else we did in town was top secret. Sorry, not really, it's just business related and like too boring to mention in this video. So that's really all you need to know about our trip. Let's talk now about your trip. Hotels and Airbnbs fill fast. I always book mine in August as a rule. I don't know what happens if you wait because I've never done that. And remember, the show's in like January, February. Things might be a little bit different now because of COVID. I'm not really sure what the rules are, but just to play it safe, I'm still gonna book in August. When you're planning your trip and deciding how many days to spend there, this is very, very important. No amount of time is enough. But one day is definitely not enough. If you're planning a trip to walk the gem shows, give yourself a few days. Public shows that you must visit if you've never been to the Tucson Gem Show before include the Jogs Show and the 22nd Street Show. So Google those. Hotels, where to go, friends. You don't need to bring your friends to Tucson. You'll make new friends there. It's just how it works. What else? Drink lots of water. It's the desert. You will dehydrate. Wear comfortable shoes, and be prepared to spend a lot on parking, unless the buses are running. So that was kind of a pre-COVID thing, and then there were still some shuttles after COVID, but like it's not the same amount of shuttles as it was before. It's like this whole drama. Sometimes when there isn't a pandemic, a shuttle will run from show to show. So you can just kind of hop on and see where you end up. The big shows have food trucks, and they're amazing, so you can plan to eat while you're shopping. If you are a buyer, here are a couple of tips whether you're buying for business or pleasure. take cash. You'll probably get better prices, and it's the nice thing to do. Credit card fees are brutal. Oh, and by the way, take a lot of cash. You're gonna wanna buy everything. Some of the stuff is meant to be touched. Some of it's not. Don't be an asshole. Some shows require registration, whereas some you can just walk right into. Find the shows that you want to visit ahead of time and familiarize yourself with their registration protocol, which should be on their websites. If you don't work in the jewelry industry, meaning you're not buying to sell, you'll want to check to see if shows are wholesale or for the public. And that's the gist. Listen, Tucson is magical. It's beautiful, surrounded by mountains and cacti. Cactuses? Cactus. It smells like tacos, and the people there are as enchanted by natural beauty as you are. And there's some kind of weird magical bond that just kind of comes with that. I can't explain how incredible this experience is. And I'm not sure you can understand unless you've been. The very first time I went to the Tucson Gem Show, I had just left my job in retail and was taking the leap, starting my own independent sales and marketing company. And I was scared. I had very little experience and knowledge. And going to Tucson was the aha moment of stepping onto the other side of the glass and seeing the jewelry industry outside of the viewpoint from within the four walls of a jewelry store. That was when I saw the jewelry industry for what it is. It's this huge international collaboration of artists, entrepreneurs, and some of the most beautiful natural specimens in the world. It's surreal, and I wish I hadn't waited until after I left retail to experience it. Go. If you're undecided about going, let me make it easy for you. Just do it. I'll see you there next year. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more jewelry and gemstone content.